account trigger handler. Where is this account trigger handler? Account trigger class. In account trigger class, we are inserting contacts here, right? We are inserting contacts and we are enabling it as a primary. This is what we are getting duplicate. Now, what we need to do, whatever the insertion you are doing, you need to handle this. You need to handle this. How you are handling map of ID comma contact map you are doing, and you are trying to get the values, right? Now we need to understand this. 1 minute, I'm just thinking what is the method we have. So let me define another private method, okay? Private, and these methods are static. Map of ID comma contact equal to perform DML contacts, and my input is also remains same. Map of ID comma contact data map, and I'll just return my data map is a return data map. So what I'm doing here, whatever data I'm getting, I'm inserting it. But in middle, I need to modify the data. In middle, I need to modify the data. Here, what we are doing, we are just directly doing insert, right? Instead of insert, what I'll be doing, perform DML, and I'll say new contact map. I'm passing my data to this point. Okay, I'm passing my data to this point, and I'll assign new contact map. Got it? So now what happened till here the data is same and I'm passing the data is getting updated and it is assigning back to new contact. And before this is updating we need to do the operations in this place. So what are the operations that we can do here? The simple thing, instead of doing insert directly, all we need, yesterday we discussed about database dot save result, right? Result equal to database dot insert database dot insert, and I'll say comma false. Now imagine this is also a list. The map dot values is also a list, right? Map dot values is also a list, isn't it? So if the details are in a list, do you think they are in the same index? They are in same index or they are not in same index? They are in same index, isn't it? Right? So what I will be doing now, I'll say list of contact con details equal to new list of, sorry, why I will be doing new list of. If I say data map dot values, will this be a pass by reference or a pass by values? Whether this is a pass by reference or a pass by values. Pass by reference. You are assigning objects here. Contacts is object. If I say database of one dot id, then this is a pass by value. Even if it is of one, this is passed by reference. The reason behind you are assigning object, right? This list contains contacts, list of contacts. In this one contact you are assigning to an object. Clear? If you are not extracting any input variables or like a variable name from the object, then that is called pass by reference. In a blind way, you can remember it. That not always a true, but you can remember that way at least. Now, what we can do, we got a results, and if we have an option dot result dot is success. It says whether the data is success or whether the data is fail. Okay. For again, right, I'm not writing a complete program in this method. I'm not writing a complete program. I'm just giving you clues again. Okay. Database dot error. We have a method called database dot error. Let me define my error. So from where you need to get your results, you need to get your result dot get errors. Result dot get errors. So now this get errors will get an errors for you. Now we can see there is a types in Salesforce called instance of. We can say as types called error instance of. There is a concept called instance. Instance means object of. Okay, 1 minute. Instance spelling correct? Huh? INSTANC, right? INSTA. Instance of database dot duplicate error. If your error is a type of database dot duplicate error, you understand there is a difference. If the error is an instance of this object, this type, then you can get your duplicate rules. Now, how can you get this? Database dot duplicate error. Error what? Database spelling the intelligence is not working properly. Duplicate error equal to. Now, because this is just a type, right? If it is a type, you need to do a typecast. What need to be typecasted? To this. And what is typecasting? Error. So now you converted your error to database.duplicate error and you typecasted this. Okay. And then now you need to get database.results. Database dot duplicate or what is the spelling for result? RESULT. Duplicate results equal to duplicate error dot get duplicate results. Duplicate error dot get duplicate results. Next, 1 minute. What is this? 1 minute. Database dot duplicate results. Duplicate results class. Matching results call. Let me see. Whatever I do, I should be inside here. Database dot match results. So this is a list of data. So match results can be more than one record, isn't it? Match results equal to duplicate results dot duplicate results dot get match result. Guys, you there? Sorry, it was so too dry. I know that the methods in a way that it was defined such concepts like first from a save results we are trying to extract errors. From errors we are converting that error type to database.duplicate error. From the duplicate error we are getting duplicate results. From the duplicate results we are getting duplicate matching results, right? For insert you are converting like you are capturing database.save results. In save results you have both success and fail details. Okay. From the results you have a concept. If it is not success, then you have errors, right? That method is called get errors. So you will get all the error records now. And now data, okay. And now the error, because error we need to ensure error can be of different types, like it can be DML or it can be apex exception, validation rule or any kind. Now this can, we are checking whether this is a type of database.duplicate errors. If database.duplicate error, and then we are converting it to instance to a typecasted variables, and then from duplicate error we are trying to get your duplicate results. From the duplicate results you are getting your matching results. Now this is called invalid database duplicate results. Duplicate data, sorry, this is not database, data cloud, it's my bad. Here all this, right, these are not data results, data cloud, this is called data cloud. All these are clouds. Data cloud, you are trying to get your data from data clouds. New contact map, data map, sorry, data map dot values. And then once you get your matching results, now you got your for loop. I'm just iterating through for loop. Data cloud dot match results DMR equal colon match results. I'm iterating through for loop, okay? And in this for loop, what we're doing here, illegal assignment disturb save results too. Okay. Here what I'll be doing, data cloud dot match results may t ch match or match results mr colon dmr. Okay, this is equal to. Okay. Data cloud. Okay. DMR. So, sorry guys, let me finish this. So from the match results, we need to get our match records. Data cloud dot match record. We need to get match record from match records equal to mr dot get records. Get match records. And from the match records, you need to iterate and need to figure out what are the records are available. So here I can say data cloud dot match record colon match records. So this is a variable, this is a label, and now from here what I'm doing here for sorry, let me do system.debug mapped contact id colon equal to match record dot id. Now understand this list having a same index. So what I'll be doing here, simple thing I'll define integer I equal to 0, and where is my results closing? I plus plus semicolon. What it is showing? Variable does not exist. Get card dot id. Okay. Now what I will be doing here? Now I'm updating to this list. How I'm doing? Because I'm converting I plus plus. There is increments here, right? For a first time index is 0. If the iteration is completed, second iteration, it means that it went to a second record. So in this case, what I'm doing here, data cloud of I dot id equal to match record dot id. Match record dot id. Because indexes are same, as I said, they are like our ordered lists are ordered lists. I mean, lists are continuous ordered values, so I'm using indexes. Even this results as a list. So first record, second record, third record. So how it is going? Index is 0. Index always starts with 0. And at the last of for loop, I'm incrementing. It means that once entire cycle is completed on first record, it will go to the next record for the next iteration. That's what I mean here. Okay. So now let me go and do the same thing. I'll say new account business. I'll say Parag industry type equal prospect. Here we had one Parag, right? It's small PRG. If it get create new, it should be capital PRG. We'll see details. What it went? It went to some other Jake. Okay. Details. is getting something wrong. Now what happened? Our expectation is that it should be Parag, but we got something else, isn't it? It is showing like Jagi. I was expecting like it should come like this one, but it come Jake Lawrence. So we'll see what is the outcome here. We'll see what is the error it is causing. So let's go to developer console. Let's go to developer console and we'll try to create a new account now so that our we'll get our debug logs. New, new, and I'll say Parag, type equal to say prospect, save details. So we got the same output. So we'll see how many records we are getting from this. There is a future handler, so we don't worry about future handler. Debug only. So there are too many contacts we are getting. There are too many contacts, isn't it? One, two. In out of this, we need to pick up only those contact what is related to us. We need to pick up those contact what is related to us, isn't it? Right or wrong? Okay. Now, how can I know that which contact is what? How can I know that which contact is what? Is there a way that I can tell here? Like I have like contacts and it should like at least I should have a contacts maps. I should have a contact map. So how can I ensure that I have a contact map? How can I ensure that I have a contact map? Now we need to figure it out like there are duplicates and we'll also say one more thing. Name will also include name plus say will include name and we'll try to figure it out like what is possible here. You understand the error, right? We got results in this case. We got duplicate results. The problem, we need to figure out mapping with the exact contact duplicate results instead of getting everything, right? That's the concern we had in this case. Oh, now let's say think big, okay? I'm just leaving options to you guys. Think big. New, I'm just creating a new account, business, and I'll say Parag, industry, prospect, say I'm going here. This is my new one, Aura. Aura is your Apex class in this case. Now we have name, right? Oh, I didn't add a name. I added. Shit. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. Delete. Too many products are getting created. It will create a confuse. Is this deployed? No. Anyone got any idea? Like, you can help me out. Like, okay. Here the problem is last name, last name. What is happening? Here we are not getting last name also. What we are getting here? Let's see what we are getting in the record. Okay. Hmm. New account, business, product, type, prospect, save, aura handler, debug only. We are getting name right. Then it why it shows an error. So we had name Parag, right? And we have Lakshmi Deepi Inukurti Lakshmi, Lakshmi Deepak Inukurti, second contact. So we have too many things here. Now we need to figure out like name. But why it is not allowed me name? If I say name, then it is not giving. Actually, but it have a name here, isn't it? Variable does not exist. We are getting ID. Why we are not getting contact? Contact con equal to match record dot get name. Okay, con dot name. So in data we have a name, right? In data we are getting a name, isn't it? But it is not resulting like a name for us here. So I'm just checking. Will this be possible? Okay. Oh, this is resulting as a subject. We need to typecast to contact. Got it. Contact. Understood. Okay, now it works. Refresh. Logs gone. Okay, let me go to one of the contacts. Let me go to one of the contacts. Let's say Lakshmi Deepak Kurti. In Lakshmi Deepak Kurti, what is first name? What is last name? Name is this one. Okay, I'll edit it and get to know. First name and last name. First name, comma, last name. Okay. So now you can see you have a name, right? So what you can do here, we have a first name and last name, isn't it? Here we have a first name, last name. Whatever match results you got, instead of assigning directly, what we can do if contact actual equal to, right? In this actual dot string name equal to actual dot first name plus simple space plus actual dot last name, right? And then what we can do, if name equal to con dot name, then we'll say contact date. Now you are doing a mapping, isn't it? Right? Now we can ensure that we'll get the same record. I mean, it will get assigned to the same record instead of like a random one. And imagine, do we need to return statement here? Do we need to really have a return statement here? I can show you another interesting thing and tell me that whether it will work or it will not work. Okay. Now I'll go to create new account. I'll go to create new account. Parag, and I'll say type prospect again. Say details. What happened? In this case, nothing came up. Everything went wrong. Debug only. Parag. System.debug. So all this is like the way you are doing. It should be like a debugging style you need to do. Okay. There is no guarantee that you will get right always. And I'll say contact.name. Say equal. And I'll check whether my data is going correct. I mean, we need to check whether it is going inside or not, right? Then only we can ensure that. It's pretty sure that this is not going inside. That way the problem comes here. Here we have only last name. And we don't have a first name. Variable does not exist. A name. Okay. Sample update I'm doing here. Like, we'll take this para details. One minute. Here, like, what is saying? Parag only, right? Yep. Accounts. New account. Business. Parag. Prospect. Say. Some errors are coming. Let me check it out. What error is that? Debug only. Null Parag. Oh, okay. Okay. Null is matching. New. Otherwise, what I can do? I can say Control E. I can do this way, right? Account ACC equal to select ID from account where ID equal to this one account AC equal to ACC dot clone. What are the four parameters that we need to preserve ID? No. Do you want read only, time only? No. I'll say false. The other one, do I need to track the variables? No. ACC dot primary contact underscore C equal to null. Insert AC. Execute. Required field missing. Type name. True. Execute. Debug only. Okay, this is coming null. Contact at first name should not be null, right? null comma para, that is mapping. Tell me one thing, what is happening here? Lakshmi Deepak in a good thing, right? Right? What is actual dot first name? And I'm assigning my actual first name is here. Then what's the issue? Bear with me, guys. Account trigger Apex class actual dot first name. Okay, here the code is not updated yet. No, it's para. Control and control C. Refresh. Close all. Control D. Control A. Control V. Execute. Log. Executable. No. Debug. Parag. This name is getting only this one. Let's see what is happening here. There are too many things that we need to map. Like I'm trying to figure out like name is not matching properly. Here you can see my expectation is that Parag, now it is coming as a Parag. Oh, there are two different contacts. Then we missed it. Edit. Yep. Yeah, thanks. This time it should work then. Control E, execute. Oh, now it went inside. Interesting. Now it went. Okay, now it's working. Let me do Parag. Sorry, yaar. It was like too much confusing, I think. Right? Parag, and then type spec. Next, it should come to a details called Parag. Finally, we got it. Right? But all we are doing a name mapping here. But this is not ideal case that you will be doing name mapping in your requirement. It can be anything. But there is a possibility that you can do a map something like this, right? But let me ask you this one. I'm just removing this return. I'm just removing this return. I'm keeping this void, okay, and I'm removing this. Will this work anymore if I do like this? Now tell me, will this work? You understood, right, what I did? There is no return and we are not assigning any updated values to new contact map, right? Will this work? Why? Exactly, exactly. So this is called reference where map we are passing like a map only and we are updating in the same context so it will reflect to the same object. So it's not always like whenever you call your methods, it's not always you should have a return from that method. It can be a void, but okay when that is updating the same variable. It means that if they're not created like a new instance and they're updating, If they are updating to the same instance, that is well and good. You got it right? New got down. Next, and I'll say Parag. Too many Parags. I need to delete these accounts then. Details. So what happened? Where is this primary contact? You said it will work, but why it is not working? Why it is not working then? What went wrong? What went wrong? This only work. Let's imagine when that will work. Where is this new contact map and all this stuff? Here, right? If this is your global value, if this is sharing in both places, then this will work. But ideally, that's not a case. So here what happened? When you are, see the practice I'm talking about, might be you might thinking you are passing an object here, right? Yes, you are passing your object here, but it's not a case always it will work. The only thing that whenever you are doing with a method operation, ensure that method is returning something for you as we are expecting. Okay, don't apply your pass by reference and pass by value at a method level at least. So use that only for a method variable assignments. For method assignment, it should always have a return. So you know that method is meant to return something. So ensure that you always return that data type back. For methods, you don't dependent like pass by reference and pass by value. For method, at least you should have a return type, whatever you are expecting, whatever you are operating that method for. If this map is a global, yes, it will work. If the methods are non-static, then you can play with this. And because you have a concept called this keyword, right? Because here you don't have a this keyword format, isn't it? So whenever you are working with a non-static, you can play with method pass by reference and pass by value. But when you are playing with static methods, ensure that you are not worried about. You are always return a value for yourself. If this is, let's say, if you want to try this functionality, let's make these methods as a non-static. Okay, and try doing this. Because non-static methods are like instance methods, isn't it? The reference you are also talking about an instance, right? So try doing that. Clear? Any question here? Like I know that it was like a bit complex.